YouTube, guess what I decided to do? Play Pokemon random online Wi-Fi battles and share it on the internet. Here we go. Swampert, this is gonna be great. 3 versus 3, level 50 each. You know the rules. So yeah, Swampert versus Chinchino. I completely forget this thing has Bullet Seed. I knew it had like Rock Blast, Tail Slap, but nope, did not know it could get Bullet Seed. So there goes Swampert, but he lives because he only hit twice, which is awesome. But look at this fantastic nonsense. I flinch because he has a King's Rock apparently. So that's just terrible. Smogon frowns on you, good sir. And he kills me with Tail Slap. So Swampert did literally nothing this entire match. That's a shame. Anyway, here we go. Sending in the Metagross of the shiny variety. Which is awesome because he's just gray and not blue. Which is better apparently. So, Tail Slap, not gonna do anything because he's massive. I could have swore I made this faster. Huh, oh well. Meteor Mash. Bam! Going down, I thought this would kill it. I really did. It lives on like 1, apparently. So he's just tail slapping me in vain, I guess. He's just leaving this guy in his death folder. So I take this time to do rock polish. So I'm super fast.
Wow, bubbles of red.
Yeah, earthquake. I didn't want to risk a miss or anything. So earthquake. He's going down. Who's he sending next? Oh gosh, the Sigilyph. This thing, such a troll, you'll see soon. So Meteor Mash. I thought this would do more to be honest, but he is bulky in the defenses and stuff. So Cosmic Power, I'm like, fine. What's that gonna do for you, buddy? You can live another hit. Good for you. But oops, this chair is like 20 years old. So Flame Orb happens. And I know what he's going to do. He's going to Psycho Shift me. That's exactly what I knew he was going to do. So I'm like, screw it. I'm going to stay in. Why not? Because I'm just going to kill it. And yep, Psycho Shift does happen like I expected. And then I'm burned, so Metagross is kind of useless, but not really because he only has that much HP left, so I can take it out anyway. So Meteor Mash, going to kill it. Oh! Miss, of course. And he roosts! That's the worst part is he roosts, which is just terrible. So Metagross is like useless, and he's back to the green HP. So I'm gonna Meteor Mash again and get some damage. Miss. Of course, Utopia. Well, you can't see the nicknames on rated Wi-Fi randomness, but Utopia is his nickname because he's perfect, because he's shiny. And I went through the trouble of getting you Rock Polish TM to replace your agility, and this is how you repay me. So I get the Meteor Mash off. This is going to do like nothing to it, obviously. But I get the critical hit, which is amazing. Utopia, you are perfect, actually. Forget what I just said about you, because you're awesome. No, so you just died a burn. That's fine. You were awesome. That was just our last guys versus each other. 1 versus 1. Axel Gore versus Captain Thundurus. Captain Thundurus, oh yes. And there he is. Who's going to win this? He uses me first, which is kind of weird. I thought it was kind of weird. So he uses my own Thunderbolt against me. And I'm like, ow, baby. I live. No problem. It's not stab or anything. So yeah, I'm going to use my Electric Gem Thunderbolt. Bam! Nothing will survive that. Because I don't have a better item to give to Thundurus. So that's cool. So he goes down. Player defeated Keith. Camera. And that's the end of that. But there's a second Wi-Fi battle. Because one is just too short. I'm challenged by a Japanese dude who looks exactly like me. Leading off with the Hihi Daruma, which I'm going to call him that instead of Darmanitan. And he goes with the Gengar. So, obvious Flare Blitz is obvious. It's so obvious that I'm going to do it. Which is a Suicune to resist it. And I'm like,
Pressure. Darmanitan used Flare Blitz.
And, oh, the glare of the lights is a lot worse than this one for some reason. I'm sorry about that. So recoil happens, blah blah blah, U-turn, BAM! Going back. Gets a critical hit, does not matter really. And here's where the fun starts. Come on! Executor! One of my favorite Pokemon ever. because he's just so cool. Scald, come on, it's not gonna do anything to me. So, he's predicting the grass move, obviously. Here's the awesomeness of this Executor. Trick Room! Not Giga Drain, not Leaf Storm, not Seed Bomb, but Trick Room. I'm now faster than your entire team. How do you feel? And I have the power to destroy everything. Ooh. So, Pressure, blah, blah, blah. Psychic, just in case you wanted to stay in with that Gengar. Doesn't take up I guess a Spadef Drop. Which is why the crit didn't matter earlier. I could have just used Giga Drain. Either way, I would have killed it. He using this thing as Death Fodder to stall my Trick Room because he is so threatened. And in comes the Garchomp. So this is where I was really, like, kind of sad that my guy's not Modest Nature. Because I would want him to be if I used Pokesab or Pokegen, but I don't. This guy's from the Dream World, so I didn't really have a say in his nature. So he's Relaxed Nature. So I'm like, Relaxed Nature, but it has Giga Drain. So that's cool, I'll use it. Which I use right now, Giga Drain. It doesn't take it out. It would have if it was Modest, but it's not. And I'm getting that HP back, but this guy's... Nope. Nope, not gonna survive another crunch. So, Trick Room wears out here, sadly. And this, the Garchomp is scarfed, so I'm gonna go into my Daruma. And he's gonna switch to Gengar as Death Fodder, apparently. Because he wants to switch his moves. Which is fair, you know. Flare Blitz. Kabam! Well, Kabam right now. And I was really actually expecting this to be sashed. If it was, he probably would have destroyed me with his Gengar right then and there. But that wasn't the case. So here I'm thinking, I'm going to get wrecked by an outraged Scarf Garchomp at the end of the game, which is really depressing because it has red HP, and that just sucks. And I was really kicking myself. Like, if my last Pokemon was Metagross, I could have lived, but no, it's Drifblim! Because I am just amazing at making Pokemon choices. So, even though I have massive HP, I have massively terrible defense. And I go down, except I don't! I live at 93 HP. Shadow Ball, most overpowered, overkill Shadow Ball. Ghost Gem, because it has Unburden, which is why that's there. Ghost Gem, Shadow Ball, critical hit to the Garchomp. The foes, lots of lines, fainted. Player defeated, more lines. There's my camera, and that's the end of the match. So, yeah, please comment if you enjoy this battle, because I like doing these. They're pretty fun to do. And, to be honest, the videos I usually make, like Machinima, are pretty dang hard to do on this computer at my dad's house in the summer, because the computer is just so old. So these are an easy kind of video I can do, and the screen went black. So yeah, please leave a comment if you want to see more of these videos, because they're fun to make, and I could post them pretty often.